According to some golf fans, Tiger did something nasty to Justin Thomas at this year's Genesis Invitational. Stick around to find out the prank that triggered golf fans all over the world and made them go crazy on social media. So, Tiger Woods is once again making the headlines. No, he's not attacking LIV Golf, and no, he's also not calling out Greg Norman. This time, the 15-time major champion is being called off for what some have labeled an offensive joke crassly inappropriate to women. Apparently, the golfing icon made a return to some top-level competitive action for the first time since last July, and Tiger felt like spicing up the moment. But little did he know that his actions would attract plenty of headlines. Following his opening round, Woods pulled a prank on Justin Thomas, attracting all the attention and landing him in hot water. Tiger swiftly followed up his actions by tendering an apology, which again added salt to the injury. Many claimed it was born out of his quest to lay the matter to rest and not because he was actually sorry. But what did Woods do to his longtime buddy that feminists deem unforgivable? Were his actions really inappropriate? Or was he simply catching some fun with his buddy? I will let you know all the messy details in this video. So yeah, the golf world was ecstatic that after a couple of challenges that bedeviled his career, the golf legend was returning to competitive golf. But what was the reaction after his comeback? Well, Tiger's controversial prank went wrong, and virtually everybody had an opinion. Paired in a star-studded group with Justin Thomas and Rory Mclroy at Riviera Country Club, Woods was able to outdrive his two younger opponents on occasions at the LA course. And on the 9th hole, something very shocking happened. Woods hit it further than Thomas from the tee, and he was seen slipping a tampon into the right hand of his friend as the pair walked towards their second shots. Thomas took the tampon before swiftly dropping it on the grass, after which the duo could be seen laughing and embracing.
Pretty good lie right there.
To Tiger, it was some form of prank that he never expected to be blown out of proportion. As a matter of fact, neither Thomas nor Woods were asked about the incident in their post-round interviews because everyone took it as one of those things buddies do to each other. But the joke and its connotations left many pundits and viewers unimpressed. Sky Sports commentator Sarah Sturck was one of the first media personalities to react to the incident, saying she was left unhappy while labeling the prank crass. She suggested that Woods was trying to send an underlying message to his rival that he drives the ball like a woman. Sturck also added that Woods was making a case that female players are inferior to males. To be honest, I think the incident was crass and disappointing, said Sturck in commentary. Tiger is a wonderful ambassador for the game of golf and a superstar with 15 major championships. He's always in the public domain, and I would have expected a bit better. She continued, showcasing females to be inferior to men and being the butt of an in-joke between the two men was really poor.
Showcasing females like that to be inferior to men and almost the butt of an in-joke between two friends, I think was really poor.
Everyone apparently wants to weigh in on the issue, and Sophie Walker, a former golfer, didn't want to be left out. Walker said Tiger's actions were really poor, adding that what really made it disappointing was that it was obviously premeditated and wasn't just an off-the-cuff thing, because a 47-year-old doesn't carry tampons on him normally. But Laura Davies, an accomplished British golfer and the first non-American to finish at the top of the LPGA money list, played it down, describing it as a misplaced joke and banter. The World Golf Hall of Famer said Woods probably meant no harm, but due to his status in the game, when he does it, everything just gets magnified. Well, take it or leave it, Davies does have a point. I mean, this is coming from someone with 87 professional wins worldwide, including 20 on the LPGA Tour and 4 majors. In her career, which spans over 3 decades, she's obviously seen the best and worst in the sport. But don't tell that to the fans who are quick to rip the 15-time major champion to shreds. As in the case of these angry feminists, it was game on as they literally ripped him to bits. I searched on Twitter about this incident and came across some brutal statements. One fan called him out for being a narcissistic womanizer who goes around handing tampons to his colleagues. Another called the tampon joke disgusting, saying it diminishes the power of women in sports. She concluded by saying Woods has a lot of unlearning to do. So everyone was practically having a field day, labeling him all sorts of names. Most interestingly, a womanizer. You would recall that Woods' career took the worst hit when allegations of his infidelity hit the media. US Weekly published a voicemail allegedly left by Tiger for one of the women he was seeing at the time. "Hey, it's Tiger. I need you to do me a favor," a man said in the voicemail message. "Can you please take your name off your phone? My wife may be calling you. She went through my phone." After weeks of denial, Woods later admitted it, apologizing for his transgressions. Over the next couple of months, numerous women came forward claiming to have had an affair with the American during his 8 years with Nordegren. So, maybe his backstory has a lot to say about why people are furious. And as if Tiger hadn't had enough blasting for the week, a women's empowerment group, Women's Global Empowerment Fund, called him out for his tampon prank. The chief executive of the group, Kara Sugar, said Woods' gag was misogynistic and straight up disrespectful to girls and women all over the world. She questioned the American if he insinuated that periods are embarrassing or a sign of weakness. Great question, but for all this Twitter user cares, maybe Tiger should be handing out red tampons on Sundays. Nice one, bud. But it wouldn't come off as a joke if these feminists come calling for your head. Well, following the backlash to the joke, golf's golden boy turned bad boy apologized for his actions, stating that it was supposed to be all fun and games, but turned out the wrong way.
It's just, we play pranks on one another all the time, and virally, I think this did not come across that way, but between us, it's different.
And here's the part that set off another round of backlash. "If I offended anyone in any way or form, I'm sorry. It wasn't intentional." Yeah, you heard that right. He just said, "if." Woods was afterwards slammed by Olympian Michael Johnson. Johnson, who took issue with the golf legend's apology, lambasted him for starting the apology with "if I offended anyone." Michael, who came down hard on his fellow athlete, tweeted that Tiger hadn't learned anything and wasn't sorry. While Tiger was trying to make sense of the criticism coming from all corners, a female golfer turned social media influencer came to his rescue. In a tweet, Paige Spearneck defended the 47-year-old, saying, "If anyone tries to cancel Tiger over this, we riot. It's funny." Another user replied saying dudes will always be dudes. They trash talk and have fun with each other. That's how friends have fun. And that's not all. Another fan who defended Tiger labeled all those who got offended "cancel police," while wondering why a joke between two friends should be a crime. But I think the real question should be, was Justin Thomas offended? No. What about Tiger? Obviously not. In fact, the dude was in stark surprise that the issue was being blown out of proportion. So, I mean, who gets offended on another person's behalf? And if you must know, that's what necessitated the "if" statement in his apology. He wasn't apologizing to say he was wrong because his intentions weren't wrong. He did so because some people felt offended. Hence, he was apologizing for their offense. There's a big difference. In other words, Tiger is like, between me and my buddy, there's no problem here. But some people took offense in some way, and I want to apologize to them. Tiger resisted the pressure to bow down to the mob, and for a man of his caliber to tender an apology, the guy has to be commended. Cut him some slack. He's been through a lot already. However, this is golf, and what's golf without trash talking and catching some fun with your buds? Well, you tell me. But now it's over to you. What's your opinion on Tiger's friendly gesture to his buddy Justin Thomas? Let us know down in the comments section below. For more intriguing golf content from us, click one of these videos.